Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone this morning? So good. I hope so good. It's so funny. I was just talking to a friend about how sorry, had to finish my note to myself. How the comments section is not always like available to all of us, and so I was talking to her about the fact that we have to keep hitting the refresh button, which if you do not know what the refresh button is, it is at the very upper section of your Facebook page, and it looks like that. If you hit that, then it will refresh, and then you will see comments. At least that's what I have found to be true. So this morning I wanted to talk about the Eileen art printable. That's what we're going to play with today. I want to talk about, let's stay hydrated. So take a drink. That's important. But I also wanted to talk about the Stabilo Boss Nature Colors highlighters that we've been, I played with them last week, but you know, if I get a new medium, I want to put it through its paces. I want to play with it and play with it and get to know it. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like a new friendship. It's a new friendship with a new medium. A new artsy friendship. So I have my, good morning, Valerie. How are you? Good morning, Tam. Good morning, Peg. So let's get the commercial out of the way. If you are brand new here or you haven't done this just yet, if you would like, follow, subscribe to Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. And then ask to join our 2 private Facebook groups, Stitch Along with Anne and Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook groups. For all things Anne and Artsy, please go to Corbiere-ScottDesigns.com, like today's art printable, which is the Eileen art printable, and that's an oldie but a goodie. She is from 2020, and this is in honor of my mother-in-law. And so, and I just, you know what, my mother-in-law is has tried all kinds of needle work. And one that she really liked was Cruel. Anyway, these flowers are in homage to that's not what I wanted to say. Eileen Hall. That's not it. Erg. Yikes. Hi, Sue Bain. Are you home? Are you home from, I'm going to delete that comment. And then I'm going to, so are you home from Paris? Okay, now let's try that again. Let's try to put that link. Why does Eileen Hall keep coming on there? Let's try that one more time. Let's, goodness. Stinking technology. There we go. Now let's, there we go. There's the Eileen, the link to the Eileen art printable. So, like I said, so my mother-in-law, she loved back in the day, loved to do crewel designs. And so she has, so mid-century crewel designs are all over her house. And so that's what these were kind of paying homage to that. Good morning, Patricia. You're home from Paris. Gosh, did you just have a blast, Susan? Did you just have a blast? Hey, Tam, I put a link in the newsletter where I got these highlighters, but I'm going to put it in the comment section here. It's a store called Calliope, which I started buying stuff from during the pandemic. Who knows how I found her? Who knows? But she's very, very, her store is very, very cool. And so, you know, I like to support small. Anyway, she's in Massachusetts, but she also is friends with, oh golly, I don't remember his name, Peg, Tyler, and what's the other guy who owned Paper and Pencil? I don't remember his name. But anyway, that's a stationery store I've wanted to go to forever and a day. And I get to this coming week. I'm going to be in Chicagoland with Peg and Kay and Keels. And that's one of our spots we're going to visit. And the girl, and I think her name is Kristen, who owns Calliope, flew in they just had a grand opening of their newest location, bigger and better. Dan, I don't remember. Anyway, they just had their grand opening of their new bigger and better location last weekend, and Kristen from Calliope flew in, and this delightful girl named Pay, who owns another stationery store in Austin that is called Papercraft Pantry. And Keely and I went to that store 400 years ago, and then that store moved, and I went to that new store. Papercraft Pantry opened a bigger, better location also, and James, my son, and I went there, and we had ourselves a time. Okay, so all of that to say, I want to play with, I just feel like these colors are kind of mid-century-ish. Good morning, Nance. Did you get my message with the links? I thought I saw something in my email this morning, but I didn't. I won't read email until after class. Sorry. Anyway, if you need me, just just reach out. So I'm feeling like I want to fussy cut all of these posies. I want to paint them with my highlighters, but then I want to fussy cut them, and I kind of have a page in my art journal that I want to that I'm kind of thinking about in my head. So let's concentrate on flowers right now, and then I'm feeling like I want to just start coloring, because what would be finer than that? You know what? I will put a link to Papercraft. It's not Clubhouse because that's somebody else. Papercraft Pantry. Austin. The Paper and Craft Pantry. Oh well. Anyway, I was pretty close. So I'll put a link to them too, so you can just kind of check them out, see what you think. And then I will put a link to, just so you can check them out. But I will put a link to, I don't think that they do, I don't think Paper and Pen, Paper and Pencil does, I don't think that they do, I don't think that they do, I don't think they do mail order. Do they? I don't think so. I don't think that they do mail. Okay, I emailed them. So check out your, Nance, check out your email, because I did email them to you. But if you can't find them, then just let me know and we'll, I'll email them again. Paper and Pencil. I don't think that I think they are only in person. But I'll be going there this weekend with my girls, and so I will send you pictures for sure. Okay, so let's just start coloring, shall we? I was thinking, do you remember last week we did, we painted with them, and so I think I want to start with the base of that again. Everybody take a drink. And if you looked at the pictures that I posted this morning, that Jennifer did, Jennifer's the one who influenced me on buying these stinking highlighters. And I texted her last night and I said, do you realize what an influencer you are? She influenced me on these highlighters, please, and a million other things. But she also influenced me on a pair of flip-flops called Archies. Has anybody worn those yet? Let's see. I'm just gonna do that thing that we did last week where we just scribbled some color on the craft mat, and then I'm going to fill in a big section with that color. I was thinking, so I have all of these flowers are similar, but I was thinking, oh, wouldn't it be cool if they were similar but all different colors? So I think I'm gonna play with that idea. And then another thing that Jennifer does is once she's done with her painting, so to speak, she uses a Dina Wakley clear, oh golly, clear gloss. You know, Dina Wakley has that. I am using watercolor color. Yes, 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 Valerie. So I'm just going to do a base of color first. So I can overshoot the outline because remember we're going to be fussy cutting these anyway. Okay, that one was pretty light. I am using watercolor paper, but you remember it is the 90-pound Canson that'll go through my printer. Okay, let's try this one. That's that same one. Let's see what else we got. Let's see, this color. That's a pretty one. Kind of a sagey green. Let's see what we can get with that. we go. So I think I want to go around each one of these little doodads. Little highlighty dots. Spores. That's what they kind of look like, don't they? Okay, I will resend Nance. Because I did send it yesterday. Like yesterday morning, I believe. Okay, let's do this. So pretty. There we go. And I want to do these. Just get a little bit of color down there. And then we can always come back and deepen things as we go along. Because it was the calendar and the 6th birthday bundle, correct? Okay, let's look at this one. Ooh, that's pretty. Kind of a goldenrodish color. Let's get some color there. Then we could do these. Get this one is so much deeper than this, so I think I want to come back and deepen that. Oh my gosh, you guys! So we went to see my uncle on Sunday, and we were on our way home. And Jeff goes, "Hey, do you want to stop and grab something to eat?" I said, "Okay," and so we did. You guys, we went to Dairy Queen. I haven't been to Dairy Queen probably since last summer. Anyway, we went there, and ooh, that one's pretty. I got, that one's too similar, I think. Kind of digging that, but kind of, what about, I know these colors are so pretty, Nance. Okay, I just did a little scribble. Let's see what we can do with that. Can we move that around? I don't love that as much. Let's paint on top of that. See if we can soften that a little bit. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Oh well. We'll figure it out. We always do. Yes, June calendar in bloom and 6th birthday bundle. Okay, I thought so. Let's see what we get there. Okay, so I'm gonna let that just be for a bit till I come up with a new plan. Let's see. So I was thinking, what if, since the flowers are really, the flowers are really watery, what if we did the stems and the leaves? What if we did those? Oops, I got a little. What if we did those like solid? That might be kind of cool. Cool juxtaposition. Say, Maze, it's okay. She's missing her Jeffrey. Huh? You're missing your Jeffrey. And I have an appointment today, so I'm gonna have to turn the TV on when I go today, so she has company. So, do you know what and so you'll never believe what I got for lunch at Dairy Queen. I got an ice cream cone instead of and it was delicious. It was a vanilla cone that was dipped in cinnamon toast crunch. Oh, you guys. Like the dip though, not like the cereal, like you know how they can dip it in chocolate and it gets hard? It was the cinnamon toast crunch. Oh, it was so delicious. Jeff got chicken strips, but I was like, no, I'll just eat this ice cream, thanks. That's making me so happy. If you overshoot, then you can, there you go. It's not even making lines. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Okay. Maze, it's okay. It's okay. Now I'm wondering, what if we did these slightly darker? Trying to do my lines not overlapping, but not doing great on that. But we're doing all right. Color it this way this time. Okay. I'm going around all of these dots, so I'm thinking about, because I can't layer a highlighter color on top of a highlighter color, right? And look at that, looks terrible. I should have just done over the whole thing, and then that looks terrible. Because this is so, like you can see the overlap lines. So Tyler and Eric, there we go. I love Dairy Queen. I get a burger and then get an ice cream cone. Sadie, does she get a pup cup? We haven't tried that with Maisie yet. My dad's dog, Sadie, loves a pup cup. Okay, what if... Let's take a drink. I'm wondering if I did these, what if, okay, I just had an idea. What if I did, let's see, black jelly roller, and I just filled that. Oh, that's making me happy. There we go. And that's kind of a cool juxtaposition. Like the shiny, a dipped cone. Oh my gosh, it was so delicious, Peg. I can't even tell you the last time I had a dipped cone. It was about the most fabulous. There we go. That is making me so happy. Those, that shiny, glossy gel pen, next to that matte highlighter. Stop it. Okay, let's see if we like that. I think we do like it. do. Let's make sure that we get nice solid coverage. Oh my gosh. Well, that's just making me so happy. Okay. I'm loving this, but I'm kind of digging this too. She gets a medium cone. Shut up. That's so dang cute. I bet she loves it. Okay. I'm liking that they're each their own jam. Do you know what I mean? These are really watercolory, and this is more marker forward. So, and can I just tell you how much I'm kind of mad for this green? I am telling you, mad for it. What if... Oh my gosh, that's making me happy. Mm-hmm. Just gonna take that damp brush and kind of just work our way around all of these little doodads. I want there to be a little bit of contrast, because I haven't decided if I'm going to do these dots with, it's just awful, Linz. And it's just, mine is pure disgusting allergies, because I sat outside in the breeze on Sunday. Linz, look at these new highlighters. One of the girls on my design team, Jennifer, found these, you know, we're all about the highlighter over here. We love to make art with a highlighter. So she found these that are called Nature's Colors. And I am just going to tell you, we are in love with them. She loves ice cream and whipped cream. She thinks we need to stop at every Starbucks we pass. I bet she knows it. I bet she knows the sign. Okay, so let's get a little bit of color. Let's come in with our damp brush. Let's move that around just a little bit. Remember, we're going to fussy cut these, so it's okay that we overshot the edge. There we go. That's so pretty. Move that color inside of that center. I stopped in your class this morning, Lynn, but you were on a roll, sister. You were on a roll. Let's see. I think that might be this one. Yeah. So we could do the same here. And come in with our damp brush and move that color. Yep. That's pretty. And I even doubled up on allergy medicine this morning. Good night. I'm feeling like this needs some white. We need some white highlights in there because it's looking a little it's too dark, I think. I like to move them around so they're not all going in the same direction. I'm kind of digging that. I don't know what color I want to do in the center of that. Let's see. let's see, what's this one? It's that brownie kind of color. I'm kind of digging it. Or do I like this one that's kind of that gray brown? Let's do that. But this time, let's go. In art school, we spent hours doing this with markers, making no lines. It was tedious, but kind of pays off now. Like we didn't want overlaps, you know what I mean? And these are pretty forgiving markers, I will say. And we can move that just a little bit. It kind of takes care of a little bit of the lines. There we go. Let that one dry, and then this one, what if we do this color, the peachy color? I'm kind of digging that idea. It was this marker technique and X-Acto knife. Hours and hours. Take allergy medicine at night before bed and then take one in the morning. I take 2 different allergy medicines every day. I know. So I was talking to my doctor about it, and you know what? It's the dog. I don't want her to know that, but she kind of sleeps right on my pillow. And because the doctor said, just don't put your face in her face. Who can do that? I ask you. She's so dang cute. I can't quit her. Okay, let's see. What about that color there? And let's come in and move this around, see if we can, yep, we can blend that out. Stop it. I can make anything a watercolor, you guys. I love a watercolor so much. I do. This one, what if we do the green? This green. And then remember, we're just gonna move that around just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh my gosh, I'm loving that. This guy, what are we gonna do here? Hey Patricia, how are you? Oh my gosh, I haven't even started talking about any of my talking points. I saw something and I thought, oh my gosh, I totally want to talk to you guys about this. Jeff and I watched Song Sung Blue this past weekend. Has anybody else watched it? Oh my gosh. So I'm going to just tell you right off the bat. I am a very easy sell movie-wise. Like it does, I don't have to, I think I've told you guys before, like I don't have to learn a lesson, or it doesn't have to be cinematically gorgeous. Not that I don't appreciate all that. I do. But like I'm a pretty easy sell when it comes to that kind of thing. I had kind of a hard time in the beginning of Song Sung Blue with Kate Hudson. I don't know exactly what it was that was so bothersome to me, but it was. I'm just working on some. It wasn't until about a third of the way in that I started to really like it. And you know what? I don't know if it was, oh my gosh, I can't wait. Are there any tomatoes, at your house yet, Keels? Or we have to buy some at the grocery store or a fruit stand? I love to eat a tomato sandwich at Keely's house. I don't know what it was. In the end, yes, it was a great movie. I loved it. This is entirely too dark. It's really bugging me. Because look at these three, I'm loving. So now I'm wondering if I do this one more like this, and then I replace this with this. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm going to be fussy cutting them all anyway. So, let's see about that. He wasn't Neil Diamond. He was a Neil Diamond. What did they say? A tribute. A Neil Diamond tribute. They were a Neil Diamond tribute band. And so that, you know what part of it was, I think, Keels? I didn't, because they were, portraying people from the Midwest, it wasn't believable to me in the beginning. Like, usually, I love when a actor or actress can transform themselves into the character. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that's a good idea. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see if I can pull that color off. Good idea, Valerie. So let's just get some water on there and let's see if I can just pull some off. It just feels way too... Oh, that's good. Let's do that one more time and then we'll let it sit and we'll percolate on it. Okay, better. I like it muted better. You have to come in September for tomatoes, but the irises are starting to... Shut up! I can't wait. I didn't love him as Neil, as his character, because he was supposed to be Midwestern also, but as the movie went on, it was better. Did you see it, Keels? I'm curious. And now I'm feeling like the black is too much. And now I'm feeling like I kind of like these tone on tone. That's what I'm thinking. There. Yep, I'm liking that better. I think I like that better. Ha ha ha. Well, I'm dying to see. Well, I hope I didn't influence your idea of it, but I don't know. Maybe because I'm a Midwest girl, like that was bothersome to me. I don't know. I don't know. It was just bothersome. So I'm going to fussy cut everything. And build from there. Oh my gosh, but I did see I saw an, Ordinary and Happy Life, they always have different things, different little suggestions. And so they talked about spend an evening just listening to music. And so I did just listen to Neil Diamond. And I love him. It was delightful. Although I don't have any of his albums, which surprised me. But you know, now with the advent of Spotify and Pandora and all of that, we can listen to whoever we want, whenever we want. I think I might have some of his music in my Apple Music. I have Apple Music, but like the ones that I buy, not Apple Music as a... I'm too big a Neil Diamond fan. I understand he's an impersonator. Yeah, it was as soon as you're okay with him, is this nice guy from the Midwest, and stop it, look at that. Then it was palatable. Does that make sense? I think he was more believable towards the end because he tried harder to be him. Yeah, he worked during the day and tried to be Neil at night. Plus he was... I also read that the family was not happy with the movie. Oh, really? See, I saw that, I thought Kate and Hugh said that they did get to meet Neil Diamond and talk to him and sing with him. So I don't know. Don't know. I mean, in the end, I liked it. But I think it was for me, it was the Midwest of it all. But then once I understood the story a little bit more, then it was good. Jim Belushi's in it, and I told Jeff, he's a Midwest guy, and so at first, like, his character, I felt like was like kind of an over-the-top character, but in the end, I liked him too. So I'm cutting off, because I'm fussy cutting all of these, I'm cutting off the leaves that go over the edge of... Oh, the impersonator's family. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. I think they got to meet her. Gosh, don't you hate when you watch something and it was kind of out of context before you saw the movie or the show or whatever? I didn't, now I'm trying to remember that. And Kate Hudson is I love her in that basketball show. I don't remember the name of that again. Valerie, what's that basketball show about sort of based on the Lakers and Jeannie Buss? Darn it. I'm loving that show. Oh, well, now I gotta do a little more research, Keels. Anyway, it did make me want to listen to lots of Neil Diamond music, and, that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. I hope that everybody hears me when I say I read this thing this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, I want everybody to hear it. You might not notice it, but someone is in awe of the way you do it all. I hope that you all hear that. Someone out there is in awe of you. And just accept that and take that in. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's hard to be on the receiving end of that, like it feels too big, but it's okay. Hot August Night is one of my favorite albums. Oh. Keely, that picture of Kim holding that baby, OMG. That's all I have to say. And I love your Four Generations picture. You will cherish that forever. And so will Banksy. That's for sure. I started calling him Banksy Boy because I call Brax Braxy Boy. Then I was like, oh, Banksy, like the like the artist. Okay. Oh, we have one more. And I don't even know. My composition yet, or what my background is. I could see that movie didn't portray them in the best light. He was a drunk a lot of the time, and she did drugs. I'm sure the family didn't like their family portrayed like that. But it was all, I mean, he was an alcoholic, but you understood why. He had been, his PTSD from the Marines. And do you know what I mean? And hers was getting hooked on pain pills and after the accident. And you totally, like that, that happens every day too, Every day. Okay, I think I'm going to save this piece and maybe this piece. Maybe just the, well, I don't know. Maybe just the leaf. I'm feeling like I might want to use these pieces to build. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, let's. I just want to have all the. Oh, that's very cool, Valerie, that you met him. I bet he was a lovely person when you met him. I bet he's still a lovely person. There we go. Okay. How are we doing on time? We're doing all right. I just want to build all my pieces, and then we can build a journal entry afterward. I do have this spray. So I like to, look, when I paint pieces like this, I like to use the heat from my hand to soften, to break down the fibers of the watercolor paper, make it a little more pliable. That just always makes me happy. And it's just the way I like to work with it. You don't have to do any of that. But Jennifer, she likes to use the, oh golly, what's her name? Dina Wakley spray. It's a clear gloss spray. Well, I don't have any of the clear this morning, but I do have, I just ordered some from scrapbook.com. If anyone ever, if you're looking for a place to order things, that's a great place too, scrapbook.com. Let's move these around a little bit. And I'm okay if they get a little wrinkly. Kind of, I like the idea that they're, you know, aged. Look at that one fit perfectly. Shut up. Oh my gosh, I love that. What about if I did that? Then that could have two. Oh, shut up. I love that too. I know, those gloss sprays. So let's, if you have Dina Wakley gloss sprays, pull them out and we will play with them on Thursday. OMG. I have some big ideas. I'm telling you, I have the best team in the whole wide world. They're the most inspiring people. If you haven't already seen, be sure to check out Lauren's Sonoran Starfish post. I will repost it today, and then we will play with her technique on Thursday with her Dina Wakley gloss sprays. Okay, so I have this that's, like 450 years old by Avery L., which I don't think they're even a company anymore. But this is clear shimmer spray. So I thought, well, that might be fun to just give everybody a little shimmer, which would be, see what happens with that. Because some of it comes out in a glob, and I'm kind of digging that. So let's see what happens with that. They are great for adding splatters. And you know what's so funny? I don't know that I've ever used those as a spray. I always take the cap off and splat. Or use it as a paint, or, do you know what I mean? But Lauren did the coolest technique, and I thought, let's play with that on Thursday. What's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about? Remember, if you are, if you're looking to, if you're looking for something fun to do at the beginning of September, I am teaching a artist retreat. In Michigan. I'm telling you, I can't wait. Where we are going to make new friends with so many cool artsy materials. Sorry, look at me. I'm trying to talk and do something technical at the same time. Good gravy. Anyway, I put the link there if you want to go check it out. We are, oh my gosh. We are, you know, I've talked to you guys about how my mom was the queen of positive affirmations, and that has just stuck with me. And years ago, at my first ever artist retreat, I knew I wanted to emulate that in a project. And so we did one art piece where we created the art that stands up and for you to put on your bathroom mirror or your counter or your nightstand, whatever, that says, "Good morning, gorgeous." And so the power of those words will make you feel gorgeous in the morning. I want it to be something that I wanted everybody to like look at it every day and feel gorgeous, right? So then I was like, what do I want to do in Michigan? I want to take that same idea but like bump it into something bigger, like something year round. So like I really like decks. Lots of people do those, and so this is a deck of sorts. And so we are doing 12 cards with all new artsy, with some exclusive art mediums, with some tried and true artsy techniques with a twist, because you know I always got to put a twist on everything. I'm telling you. And we will build a artsy reference file, which I call my artsy arsenal, so that you can take those techniques and those materials on and on and on and on. So if you are at all interested, click the link and just check it out. I am going to be doing are you doing a retreat in Arizona anytime soon? I am doing a retreat in Arizona. Currently, I've reserved a date in January, but I'm hoping that she'll have a cancellation so we can do February. Anywho. We just have to wait for these to dry. I hope everybody goes out and makes it a terrific Tuesday. You have the power within you. Everybody, put your arms straight up in the air, like my Lori tells you, and stretch to the sky from your shoulders, from your waist, and then slowly release, bringing your elbows out and letting your hands go limp, and then shaking them out. Okay. Now we're ready to face the day in a new way. I adore you all. Thank you so, so much for hanging with me, for being inspired, for clicking all of those links that I added today. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow in Stitch Along. I adore you all. Thanks so much, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.